Alright, Frankie. I had this video sent to me by someone on my Reddit, and I've described it, but I haven't seen the full documentary itself. I've only seen like bits of it to make sure it was good to watch. And Frankie, you were in for a fucking show, bro.
That's why I'm here.
By the way, people, this is my boy Frankie. Frankie,
Yo, what's up?
this is the
It's
people.
Frankie.
Yeah, this is Lily Phillips, aka. I don't even know how to come up for it with a name. I was just in shock. Just watch this, Frankie. Would you date a porn star? Like, would you marry a porn star?
No, I would not marry a porn star, but
How come?
I mean, it's not for me. I would not marry a porn star. No, I would not date a porn star. We would have a lot of fun. I would love to do porn, for sure. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. But no, it's not for me. I would not be in a relationship with a porn star. No.
Like, for me personally, I wouldn't either. Like, for me, it's like the stigma that comes with it, right? It's like it's just very taboo where I'm from. Like, I'm not from Canada, right? And like the way we look at it in Kenya is much different. But yeah, man, you're in for a show. Like this shit that some people would do with OnlyFans, like the shit they would do for OnlyFans, like, oh my god.
Having been involved in the world of YouTube content creation for 10 years, I've witnessed some extreme measures taken in order to achieve online fame, as well as taking some extreme measures of my own. But none quite as extreme as the stunt I came across which inspired this documentary. Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old OnlyFans star living in London who describes
She's as old as me.
herself as an English
I'm 23.
Oh yeah.
was planning on hosting an event where she would sleep with 100 of her fans in a single day.
How did you get into
100 in a
Holy
day. Holy. Man, I'm usually tapping out after like 3 rounds, but 100 in a day. Jesus.
doing this for a career?
Well, I started when I was at university, very tame stuff, hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university, I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being anyway?
Like, I was just being up at university. Like, I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university but then haven't gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like very just okay with doing that. Like, I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
Yeah.
I just thought I might just make like a couple £100 and get a few rounds of drinks in, stuff like that. Just helps me out a little bit while I'm at university.
Sure.
I didn't think it would turn into like my whole career, but I think as soon as
So who the fuck was counting? 100 dudes. Fuck this one chick in a go. Like, who the fuck was counting?
Oh, the smell. I could only
I
imagine.
realised, I guess, how much money you can make, and also just how much I loved it. I was just like, why am
Wait,
I?
let me ask you. Do you think that the money is worth it? Like, doing something like this?
I mean, for her, 100%. It's worth it. It's worth it. If it was my position, I was in her position, and I had to fuck 100 chicks in one go. I mean, like, what was the number? How much money would I make?
No, but even 100 chicks, that, like, even like as a dude fucking 100 chicks,
In
that would be
one
so
day.
tiring.
In one
day.
exactly, in one day. That's a lot of fucking work.
Yo. You know, like, there's the worst part about it, now that I think about it, there's dudes that would kill to be in, like, part of that 100, and there's dudes that, there's dudes out there that would kill to be part of this too.
Oh.
Just wishing to be part of it. Oh my god, let's see.
This is the
doing
beginning.
a whole degree. Last week I was like 23 guys all at once, and like some people would be like, "You're insane!" Like, I'm like, paid to do that, and I'm like,
At
no, that's
once.
just fun to me.
Would you call yourself a businesswoman?
I don't know about that. People would give me a bit of stick if I said I was a business.
Also, like, I'm at the point in my life where, like, I think to myself that, like, I don't really like hearing about, like, my current partner's exes, because I just don't like thinking about it. Like, I don't talk about my exes, right? I tried, like,
Yeah, no, that's not healthy in a relationship. You shouldn't bring up your exes in a relationship.
or like
With
even
somebody new. You
or
should
like
not
even-
talk about your exes. Oh, me and my ex did this. Blah, blah, blah.
oh yeah, but like even just like the thing
That's
that
the
they've done in
past.
past, right?
I do not want to hear about what
But
you
like,
did.
imagine hearing this. Like, I don't
I
like
could
personally. I
imagine,
don't know
like-
how I would react. I'd be flabbergasted, dog. Like,
I'm flabbergasted just being here and watching this video, man. Like,
On podcasts and things before that, your family and your parents are proud of you and what you've achieved.
Well, my parents knew straight from the start, like, about
wait,
what I
let
was
me ask you: how would your parents react if you told them you were doing like OnlyFans and shit?
my parents, they wouldn't be proud of me.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
I think like my mom would lose her mind. Like my mom would, like, Jesus. I don't even want to think about how she'd react. Like she would be so disappointed in me. Like she would be so upset. But I mean, everyone was raised differently.
doing. Yeah, I was just sorry.
Like even for me, like I used to like lose my shit. Like there's a time my dick pic was leaked in high school, bro, and I was losing my fucking mind, bro. I was like, I thought it was the end of the world, bro. But like,
Yeah, for sure. That's valid.
just a few years later, I find
Nowadays,
people do this for a living.
I wouldn't care. Like, fucking, for sure, I would make porn. 100%. 100%. If I was making good money too, like, fuck, maybe I would stick with it, but it would just be weird, you know?
It's because like for me,
Telling
it's
your
like,
parents, like, this is what I do for a career.
No, because like for me, it's like most people say it's for the money, but like for me, it's like people won't remember you like for the money you made. People will remember you for what you've done, you know.
Yeah.
You could be the richest man in the world, but if no one has anything good to say about you, what does it mean?
True.
You know.
True.
They were a bit. No. This is like my toy drawer.
Okay.
I'll get some out for you. You'll be shocked as to what goes on my ass.
I'm afraid that's just a code.
Hey.
It's a hefty thing. You go up either hole.
No.
These are more like my toys.
Did we
Hold
hear
on.
that right?
Hold on, the way where is it? The way he held, the way he was looking at it.
You'll be shocked as to what goes on my ass.
I'm afraid that's just a code.
It's just a code.
You go up either hole.
No.
Look at that, he's just looking. His
I know,
face,
he's
dog.
got so many questions.
These are more like my toys. Before I do a shoot, I'll wear like a all day. This is more for like girl on girl stuff. Like,
Double in.
this one's another like big kind of one.
Looks angry. Looks like smart.
Jeez, the look on his face. He looks afraid.
Yeah, he's definitely fucking
The
afraid.
Hobbit
Smart.
is the dragon.
That's more like a toy, but it's quite cool because you can put that in and it's like see-through and you can obviously see inside your hole.
Which is obviously great.
These ones are always fun because they get like all types of bodily liquids like in there. Vibrators, very relatable, normal kind of looking ones.
Right.
Strap on, tail, double toy.
Hey.
Stuff.
Oh, he's got a bump.
I think she has more
Thank
in
you for
like
showing us.
she has more in toys than we do magic cards.
Yeah, she's pulling out shit I've never seen in my life.
This is dedicated to the grind, bro.
After showing me her eclectic collection, Lily invited me to join her for a stroll on the King's Road to find an outfit to wear for her upcoming big day of sleeping with 100 men.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet. This is before.
Oh,
This
this is.
is before.
Oh. Okay.
It's going to sound mean, more like a chubby,
She looks.
younger guy.
She showed us that she's prepared for anything.
Right. You're gonna have to 100 guys. Do you ever think about what it would be like if you ran into one of them in the streets after that had happened?
When I did 37
Honestly, that's a question I was thinking. That is a question I was thinking.
guys in a day,
Remember that
I
time?
genuinely can't remember any of their faces.
One time in
Maybe if
band
I saw,
camp.
then, like,
Good night, Brian. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents because that's one thing I guess they worry about is like,
I'm really curious to see what her parents think about 100 guys in one day.
Yeah.
I'm really,
Me
really
too.
curious to see what they have to say.
ever find a boyfriend.
Yeah.
But there's so many guys out in the world. I think, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I'd rather think it's gonna be
Yeah, exactly.
straight or
Like
someone-
like she was saying, or what he asked, like, would you like pick a partner from the
The
same,
Yeah.
career? She would have to. Like,
Wait, but like Riley Reid got married, no? She found a regular dude. And they have a kid together, no?
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me show you.
Looking basically what for an outfit for you to wear when you
Yeah.
have to the 100 guys in one day.
Yeah. These guys have all seen me online. Like, I can't turn
She's
them
not gonna be wearing much.
Yeah, bro, like what kind of outfit would you even pick? Like only the first 20 dudes will see it. Okay, so let me ask you, bro. If you met a girl, right? You kicked it with her and you've been let's say you've been dating her for a whole year, it's been going great. Best relationship you've ever had. But you found out she did this.
I wouldn't believe it at first until I watched the documentary. But
Like, honestly, this does not sound real, bro. Like
no,
the
not at
smell
all.
in that room,
It's-
bro. I can only imagine.
It's not actually, but I'm filming a video with a girl who's going to be sleeping with 100 guys in one day, and she is picking out her outfit for that day.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Does she find them on the internet?
Yes, so you can apply if you're a subscriber of her OnlyFans, so up to 100 people, and then the whole 100 of them get to have, so they're one at a time on the 19th of October in London.
Oh, and it's on television.
It's going to be on her OnlyFans.
Oh, I see. Okay. She's got to have an early night tonight.
Yes, she does. A lot of electrolytes, a lot of sustenance, a lot of fiber.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. Have a great night.
Oh, lovely.
I think about this like, if this is what people are doing, if this is what she's doing for OnlyFans now, I can only imagine. Like, we'll search after how much money she made, but I'm assuming it's a good amount of money, right? I'm assuming people would pay for this just for the shock value, bro. Like, people just wouldn't believe. They have to see it. Now, what's the next step? Like, what's the next crazy thing that like someone's gonna do? Is someone gonna say I banged 100 black men in one day, or is it like I went to a village in like East Africa? or some
Honestly,
shit?
I cannot give you an explanation. I cannot even give you a fucking...
I just wonder what the next step is, because there's always that one person that pushes it to the next step, and I just wonder where we're going.
Yeah, my creativity is not capable of giving you an answer on that.
Man, this is wild.
I'm still trying to
She
process this shit.
seen.
You don't know what fake taxi is? Have you never seen like it on Picture? It's called a fake taxi, and basically the taxi driver ends up like f***ing the passenger. Yeah. Search it when you get home. I'll show you my first month. $13,338.
And can you give us like any indication as to what a more recent month might look like?
I'll just show you. I don't really want to say if that's okay.
I think it's more money than you might be imagining. And you made me pay for the cab. So you say you're going to do some work today, like how are you going to decide what to film this afternoon?
I usually prioritize my customers.
Like they've paid for like a customized request?
Yeah, customized requests that maybe I say their name in it, or something that they're really into that I don't have already. In what you're up to. Sometimes it's just general conversation, like sometimes guys just want to talk.
Have you like recognized any of the names in here of people that you might know?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys like outwardly say like we used to go to school together,
Wow.
or some of like dad's friends and stuff like that.
Dad's
What
friends.
Dad's
Whoa,
friends.
pause.
I just try to,
No way. I think if my daughter had an OnlyFans and if one of my boys subscribed to that shit, I'm shooting him. For sure, I'm shooting him. No doubt.
keep it very professional.
Your version of keeping it.
This guy's paid for a bottle of spit in a 6-minute video.
Bottle of spit.
I paid for like a bottle of spit.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All the best. Are you? Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own semen?
Yeah.
Okay. So she and okay.
However, what she was planning to do in a couple of weeks' time had never been seen before.
Holy.
This is where the applications are coming through.
Where the guys have messaged him. I didn't switch off for another station.
So how are you doing this? You put out a phone number
Yeah.
and people can just apply?
Yeah, so I put out a little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a photo of you holding your ID. So this guy's from Belgium, he is 32. Oh, he's from Barbados, Jesus. We're going global.
Is this just going to be completely random as to how you pick them?
Yeah, like we said, we prioritise the ones who have STI checks. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm nervous for is like, for them to have a good time, I want to make sure they enjoy themselves and don't come away from it like, oh, I feel disgusted.
I'd be more worried about
That wasn't
STDs.
fun. 2006.
Oh my god.
How do you even use your phone?
18.
All those notifications coming in? How do you even use your phone? How does she use her phone? All those notifications coming, all those texts?
It better be like a burner phone or something.
Yeah.
Like a side
Yes.
phone, yeah.
Yeah, she must have a separate work phone.
I hate that I know I'm late, but would love to you and lose my virginity.
Dog, when I lost my virginity, dude, I was so tense. I was so scared. Imagine losing your virginity here. Like you're like next to some old dude. He's like, you're up next. You're like, yeah, and it's like, oh, it's just sweaty in that room. It's just hot. Oh my god, dude, no,
Fuck.
this is not the place to lose your virginity.
Interrupted briefly by a phone call from Lily's mother. Apparently, she calls Lily every day.
I'm always calling you every day. What have you been up to today?
You good?
I'm just getting railed. What are you?
You good?
And they're just sort of checking in on me.
You've obviously spoken to your parents about this, right?
I actually haven't. My parents know what I do, but I'm not on the phone to them every day going, oh, I just got DP'd 17 guys today,
Yeah.
or this and that. They don't need to know the
So
logistics.
this is like a regular thing.
I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do.
You know, bro, this kind of makes me think, like, what kind of a headspace do you have to be in to want to fuck like 100 people? Like, even me, like, as a dude, like, the thought of 100 bitches, like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. Like, so the thought of 100 dudes, like, I want a kind of a headspace you have to be in.
Yeah, that's very abnormal.
Yeah, like, I want to like spend a day with her and like see the way she thinks. Like, ask her a couple questions. Like, I have so many questions for her. Let me not lie.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a porn, like one person, she's like, oh, well, 17.
Yeah,
today.
like 17 is a lot, like, on its own. And like, to tell your parents,
I don't even know where the fuck she finds time to do that.
I mean, but I'm assuming she's doing OnlyFans full time. Like, she says she made 32K in her first month, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming like full time she's doing OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But man, 100, that's wild. I want to see the
Doesn't mean to
aftermath.
say
That's
my
what I'm
parents are
excited
like
for.
going to disown me or hate me or anything like that. I just don't want them to think less of me. Like, we can still be like very close and stuff like that, but I just don't think they need to know.
If you want to
like,
skip as well, yeah, we
exactly
can.
every single detail.
But
I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends, and I'm like, I see a comment and people are like, oh, no one's ever going to marry you or something like that. And that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally love my job. But just like people talking about your body constantly, how you look, every day someone like picking at you. I think that's the hard part. And also just the pure fact that people think so much less of you. Yeah. Before anyone ever meets you, they already perceive you to be something. I think now I'd find it hard to make friends in terms of like real friends that really just see me for who I am and not like, gosh, like pop star online, whatever, this kind of like persona.
Bro, from what you said, my own response would be your reputation is worth more than any money in this world.
Exactly. Like she was saying, people judge her for her career choice, blah blah blah. But I mean, her doing the extreme things like sleeping with 17 guys in one day. I mean, yeah, your career choice, whatever. People are gonna judge you, but like, they're judging you for how extreme you took. Like, you took it to a whole nother fucking level, man.
Yeah, like 0 to 1,000.
That's why they're judging you, man.
A lot of them also like say like it's about the money. But at some point, it's like, I feel like life. You can have so much money to the point that it feels like having a cheat code in a game. Like, have you ever played The Sims with like money cheats? The game just gets boring. There's no point of like just doing it anymore, and that's why I feel like crazy, like rich people end up doing all this fucked up shit. All these celebrities, they're like always doing these crazy drugs and stuff because like there's so much money, and they can just get anything. There's no challenge. There's no struggle. It's just there. It's like having cheat codes, right?
Yeah.
It gets boring.
Yeah, they have to do like super extreme things to actually like feel something.
Yeah, like feel that struggle or like feel that like rush,
Yeah.
And like I think that's also kind of like for me also with her, I feel like she's like in a lot of pain. Like I feel like something happened to her at some point and she hasn't really healed from it. Because like this isn't something someone can usually do. Like even 10 people, I couldn't name anyone that would even go for 10 people. Yet alone 17, yet alone 100. Like
she's trying to fulfill something.
Yeah, like there's something within her, and like also there's something like I always try to make clear, like also like to women in general, like if you do not have to take off your clothes to feel loved or feel beautiful. Like if you're in that situation, like that dude probably isn't good for you. If you have to take off your clothes to feel anything with him, like no, like that isn't it.
Yeah,
that is not.
Yeah, that's not healthy for sure.
But yeah, like let's carry on.
Also just like all of social media, like everyone is preying on your downfall. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. Your Instagram's trying to get shut down. Like, it's just like the little things that's just like no one likes what you do. And everyone's just obsessed with you, basically.
I'll get you a good stool or something.
I see that you've kind of like taken on the word like and almost owned it in a way.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind being told. I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day. That is the definition of a shallow.
Would you refer to yourself as a feminist?
Yeah. At the end of the day, doesn't feminist mean like you just want equal rights for boys and girls? And yeah, I do what I want, and I do it because I enjoy it. I think there are obviously some women that maybe go into it because they have to or need the money and stuff like that, or they're kind of coached into it by men. But my personal experience is I've only ever felt empowered by the fact that I'm making money off something that I think guys will do anyway. Like guys are always going to sexualize me, so I may as well try and profit off that bit.
I mean, not all guys are.
Yeah, but like that also kind of comes back to what I was saying, right? Like you don't have to take off your clothes to feel loved or feel important or feel special. Like if you're surrounded by people that make you feel that way, those people aren't for you. those people don't have your best intention at heart. Like, trust me, there's people out here that will hang out with you without having you to do all that. I promise you. I promise you.
100%.
There's people out here that will just love your company. Just being there is just enough for them. And like, trust me, it ain't about who has the most money, who looks the best, who has the best body. It's about how they treat you at the end of the day. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's all that really matters. Because like all those things, money, looks, whatever, they can
If
fade,
you're
they can
with
change,
the
they
right
can go
person,
away.
you don't need fucking anything to
Yeah,
have a good time
they
except
won't
just
even
being
matter.
in their presence. That's all you need.
Oh yeah, like money, looks, money can disappear. Looks fade. Those don't matter. It's about how they treat you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And like, even the way Frankie was saying, like, I'm telling you, like, money isn't it. Anyone can pay a check. Also, that's another problem I feel. Like, a lot of people are too blindsided by money. Anyone can pay a check. Anyone can buy a nice car. Anyone can like live in a nice apartment. Those aren't the things that matter. You would rather be like, a lot of people say smiling in you'd rather be crying in a Rolls Royce than smiling in a Toyota. Nah, dog. You'd rather be smiling. You'd rather be smiling on the bus than crying in a Rolls Royce. I promise you
That's
that.
right.
I promise
you
you
fucking nailed it there.
Like,
100%.
any smile. Like, there was a day I was on the bus stop and I was like, I was watching memes, right? And I was laughing, and this lady came up to me and she asked me like, why are you so happy? And I was like, I'm just watching memes on my phone, you know. And she's like, how is that thing able to make you like so happy? I've been watching you laugh, you know. And it's like it just happens. Like, I don't understand how people lose that smile within themselves, man. They go through so much shit they can't smile anymore. I don't want to get to that point. Sorry, I'm drunk and I'm just rambling.
That's really fucking deep, bro. I feel that 100%, bro. I feel that shit.
Yeah,
like, you don't need nothing you don't need anything to make you feel happy, man. It's within yourself, dude.
yeah, it needs to be within you.
And these little things in life, you know, that make us happy, you know, like just scrolling on your phone, watching memes, man. Like, that's fucking awesome that we're able to do that, you know. That's fucking amazing, you know. But once you start searching for people or items to make you happy, oh, I need this car. You know, I'm not going to be happy unless I'm driving this really nice Maserati or this BMW. I'm not going to be happy unless I'm with somebody, you know, that
like
could bring me happiness, you know. I need to be with somebody that's super fucking pretty, blah, 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 got their life together, you know, making money, blah, blah. Like, we don't need any of that shit. It's about the personality, you know, how you feel with that person, how they make you feel, you know. But where it all begins with is how you carry yourself, and, you know, you got to look after, number one, yourself before you can be happy with
someone
life or with other people, right? Like, nothing, you don't need things to make you happy. You just got to be happy with yourself. You know, you got to be confident with yourself, you know. That's the only thing that's ever going to make you happy in life is yourself. You got to love yourself.
Yeah, like, someone can tell you that you're beautiful. You can have 100 people telling you that you're beautiful, but if you do not think that you're beautiful, you will not believe a single word any of them have to say.
Yeah, exactly. You'll never be happy. You'll never be truly happy unless...
Like,
you don't need somebody to make you happy. You need to make yourself happy.
And also another thing, just to like bounce off that, a lot of people stop themselves from being happy because they're worried about what other people will think or what other people will say. You know, and I kind of developed this thing in my head where I told myself, I stopped thinking of like how cringe it'll look to other people, and I started thinking about how fun it'll be for me, right? Like, you see, like, I'll put a clip here somewhere. Like, on my story I posted at the time, like, I'm playing on the driving simulator. People ask me, grown ass man playing video games. Hell yeah, I play video games because they're fun. I play video games to ignore people like you who judge me all the time, you know. It's like,
man,
I just
couldn't care
whatever.
less about what you think about me. Anybody.
Yes,
Right?
bro.
I fucking, like you're saying, fucking posting videos of you playing video games, it makes you happy, right? Like, you fucking, that's why you post them, you know?
Well,
You don't post shit so you
do
can,
shit for yourself, dog. You know, it makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anyone. As long as you're not hurting anyone else, that's all that matters.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
fucking right.
Oh, we lost
Yeah.
it. Where's the mouse?
Like, my personality, like, I'm a people pleaser. Like, making other people happy makes me happy, you know?
Mm.
But you can't let that fucking, you can't let that, you know, take that away from yourself, you know, like looking for that, you know, always trying to make somebody else happy, but you gotta look after yourself, you know, you gotta look
Yeah.
after yourself. It's important.
You came in this world alone, and you're gonna leave alone. Remember that.
What's that?
You came in this world alone, and you're going to leave alone.
Always.
You didn't come in this world with
Always.
anyone.
Always.
And you won't leave with anyone. When you die, it's just you and God.
Yeah. Nobody actually fucking like you're saying, like people judging you, you know, that's all in your head. It's all in your head. Nobody actually cares about you that fucking much, about how you look, blah blah blah, what
Yeah,
you do.
They'll forget in an hour, I promise.
Yeah, just do what makes you happy, and yeah, stop caring about what people think. You know.
Well, I have a video on that topic. My first ever video. I'll put a link, and like one of those information links up here or so whatever. Yeah, I have a video talking about this too.
Realize you.
I don't really know. I think I don't. I mean, I'm not maybe not all guys, but so much. I mean, I'm like a part of the problem. It's so hard because like doing extreme stuff like this is not normal. Like, and I think then guys are probably going to expect girls to maybe be as strong as me and sleep with this many guys and take it up with us or do stuff like that isn't real life sex. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around.
But you do enjoy doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people forget it is my fantasy and this is what I enjoy. And so it's hard because you're like being selfish, but you're also not helping the situation.
I left Lily's house with more.
So she had a really good point there, you know, with the way when like guys like watch stuff like this, they begin to expect stuff like this. Like also when I was young, you know, when I was young, I used to watch a lot of porn, and I used to think that like women moan all the time, like moan loud, like the way they do in porn, but really they don't, right? So like throughout like my like early adult life, I used to think that like if she wasn't moaning loud like that, I wasn't doing it right, and like it would just fuck up my whole flow and my whole momentum, right? And it's like she had a really good point. It's like if more people start doing this and like more people start watching this, and then this becomes normalized pretty much, like having this many guys, right? It's like when you watch porn, like it fucks up with your head because like that's kind of what you begin to expect, right? And when you don't get that, it doesn't work out, right? So like you can't have a normal connection. So when people start watching stuff like this and they get hooked on stuff like this, right? It's like,
yeah, they expect that. They expect what they're, the porn what they're watching. Yeah, they expect that, you know, like, yeah, they it fucks with reality of what's.
the way they think about things, the way they think about women also, man. Like this, like I feel like this really doesn't help. You know, like also with young men, like young men are super impressionable, and if they get hooked on this, guys want to lose their virginity here. If you lose your virginity here, you kind of like that's kind of what you'll get used to. Like your first experience kind of I think defines the rest of them for you, right? So it's like you're like if you lose your virginity here, like what kind of a man are you gonna grow up to become? You know, that's my question.
I'm just worried about the smell for you.
Smell.
Me too, shorty. Me too.
Bye.
How are we looking? We're 1 week away.
I think we've got about 50% of them confirmed.
And then you're checking that they've done an STI test?
Yeah, so prioritising guys who have STI tests. They have to screenshot the results kind of thing. But this is the thing with it, like you can never 100% know if they've had an STI test, and even if they had, they could have slept with 10 girls in between the tests and things like that. It's more just like
you know what you're getting involved in if you're willing to participate.
Are you gonna kiss any of them?
But like, that's a good question too. I was about to ask that too. Is she gonna kiss him? And like, you can fake an STI test. It's super easy, super easy.
The guys.
Definitely. I feel like some of them would be a bit put off, especially when we know I've just had like 57 guys in signing or whatever.
Why do you think that would put them off?
I think it's more if someone's to my face. I can imagine that's what's put the guy off.
So you would let like these guys do that on your face?
Yeah.
And in your mouth?
Yeah.
What if they had HIV?
Is that where it comes from? We're spunk in the mouth?
You can.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've never really thought about that. Last time when I did
Dude, the people
it
behind
was
them. Imagine what they think is listening to this.
I can't really explain it. I get like serotonin like from when people are like, oh my god, you're that on the internet. Sounds crazy.
I know you're saying that to me right here. I don't believe that.
Really?
No.
I kind of love like ruffling feathers a little bit and people getting a bit like agitated by.
I just couldn't imagine being in this
I think
lineup.
I'm like so sad and stuff like
For
that.
real.
But that could not be like them from the truth. I don't.
Would you like just stand there? Would you like make friends or some shit? There was somebody with number you. I'm 41. Damn, I'm 62.
Yeah,
I think
like
people realize like
Jeez, bro.
like they're saying, like any of them could have like HIV, like, but to be in that lineup, you can't be fucking
That's another thing.
normal. Like you gotta have something wrong with you, you know.
Waiting all that time.
So
like, I'd be
everybody
having
in that
second
lineup is questionable, you know.
I'd be having second thoughts, man. I'd be like, do I really want to do this, man? Like,
Every single one of those guys in that lineup has gotta have something fucking wrong, you know.
I mean, they're desperate, bro. Like, I've realized, dog, the day I realized that, like,
But
dudes are
that's
getting
next
played.
level desperate.
No,
you
but
know?
not even that, bro. Because I saw. Do you know how many dudes I found who have an AI girlfriend on their phone? Like, you'd be surprised.
That's desperate as fuck. But like to be in the lineup of 100 guys giving it to this one girl.
Like,
Every single one of them's gotta have something fucking wrong.
look, I won't lie. I'd set up my Xbox in like the living room or some shit as I wait or some shit, bro. Like, I just know I'm just standing there, just doing nothing, just talking to these guys. There's no way.
how happy this makes me. Well, I just think it's so funny. And, I can't really put it into words.
Have you done anything to make sure there's not someone with a criminal record, for example, coming down?
We actually have not now.
Do you feel safe?
Of course not.
Yeah. I mean, pretty sure I can take on.
That's a fucking lie.
You know, when
How do you
she's-
feel safe doing that?
Oh no, I wouldn't either. 100 dudes, man. Like, even like if 5 of them teamed up and tried to fuck shit up, like they would. But like also,
She just doesn't care. She doesn't care.
yeah, it's for the OnlyFans.
Guys on there, so I don't know what they would do anyway.
It is London, like you put out a public call, so technically anyone could come down as long as they were over the age of 18.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The night before Lily's big day, these girls don't seem very prepared. They're currently on their way to Newcastle, and then they're going to be coming back late tonight, and then Lily's going to sleep with 100 guys tomorrow morning, which seems mental to me.
The look in
It
his
doesn't
eyes
seem like
every
things are
time he
going
says
great.
it.
There are a lot of guys cancelling. They're scrambling now to find people at the last minute. I don't understand how the guys they're scrambling to find at the last minute are going to get STI checks in time. I feel a bit nervous going to this random Airbnb tomorrow for
Wait, how long does it take to get an STI check?
Never done it. I have no clue.
Neither do I, man.
I'm
I'm assuming they're
I can't
saying,
actually imagine.
like, I'm assuming like it isn't like a COVID test or something, right?
Just as we were starting to think the Queen of Southampton was right, and this was all a hoax, the first man arrived.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a better relation.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Oh, hey,
Hey, nice to meet you.
Do you think they all shook hands before they started dabbing each other up?
Really think about things before I do them, so I just kind of do them and then think, was that okay? But yeah.
We received a text from Lily's team asking us to not draw attention to the rented Airbnb where the stunt was set to take place.
She's asked us to not be around the property so we don't draw attention to it.
So I asked lucky participant number 1 if he wanted to go for a stroll while we waited for Team Lily to arrive.
So you're obviously a subscriber of Lily's on OnlyFans.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it was only when you said.
So you got a text, but they sent the address quite late, didn't they?
Yeah, just this morning. It's funny, like, when the text is like, you know, you have any friends who like to take part, and I'm like, oh, it's one of my motivations for coming here.
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna happen,
Yes.
Might give it a month. It's on the circle line.
Yeah.
I go to DNA after.
Finally, Lily arrived.
Hello.
Yeah.
Lucky number 1.
An hour behind schedule with a security guard on the door, we were allowed inside.
Yeah,
Hello.
being number 1 wouldn't be so bad, but like anything after that, you just be like so
think-
worried about.
Anything past 20 is when it starts getting...
Meanwhile, it seemed the reality of what Lily was undertaking was starting to become slightly more real.
Hello.
How do you feel?
Nervous. No, excited. It's nice to actually meet the boys because it puts you at ease a bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Is it
And you're not going.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm not nervous.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just putting a baby monitor in here so I can keep an
Oh,
eye
that's
on
smart.
it.
Baby moon.
Have you had like an energy drink?
Yeah. I had a squash pastry in the garden.
Okay.
And we fueled up.
Lunch or anything? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a break. I think we get to about 12 and have a little
Okay.
Breeze.
Yeah, that's good. Are the guys going to shower? Or
No.
that just comes straight and the condoms?
Yeah, they're in my bag. I've bought like 200 of them.
Yeah, that's good. Just in case because of my break.
Exactly.
And like, do we think we're going to get to 100 today?
Yeah. I'm not leaving without it.
It's crazy to think that people are flying in
Yeah.
from different countries just to
Yeah.
do this, man. This is...
Oh, guys, we are running behind. I'm excited just to get the first one in.
Yeah.
Like, you just like want it to start. It's like
Yeah.
doing a race, like you just want it to start.
It's early in the morning today.
Yeah, it is.
And 5 minutes each, right?
5 minutes each. Might do a little bit less time. I think there's about 8 of them.
Okay.
That's what I don't wanna keep them waiting too long.
Fine. Yeah. Just all the best.
Thank
Dude,
you.
if those are...
Yeah.
It was just weird. Like, that's all I can...
He just looks so disappointed every time he talks about...
Describe it as it's just so weird. Like, Lily seemed a bit more nervous than she's seemed throughout this.
Yeah, he was
But still, like-
disappointed the whole time. Like
Just watching
the
them come
days,
in.
of interviewing her, but like when it's actually about to happen, he's like, yeah. You
He
can
looks
see in
like he
his
hasn't
eyes,
slept,
he's
bro.
just- It's like this is happening. He's like, what?
Oh man, look at the bags under his eyes. He can't believe it, man. He's just...
He's
you
been
know,
losing sleep thinking about it.
In the middle of this, like, super affluent suburb.
Oh fuck.
This
So
girl
my
was
PC is
about
fucking up.
to put a load
Hold
of
on.
strangers, 100 strangers, in someone's Airbnb.
Do you think that... No way the Airbnb owner knows, right? No way. There's no way.
One of the men participating agreed to speak with us after having spent his allotted 5 minutes with Lily. He had flown in from Switzerland just for this.
So I came last night and I'm leaving basically after. I went for the authentic experience.
Okay.
I had pie.
Pie,
Yeah,
British
the
pie,
pub, yeah.
pie and mash.
Yeah.
How long have you known or been a fan of Lily Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Did you ever think you'd be able to have sex with her?
No, never.
And today you did.
Yes.
Were you nervous this morning going in there?
Yes, especially when I saw all the guys, the queued,
Yeah.
and I was definitely nervous.
Were you worried that maybe some of the other guys aren't going to get an STI check? Or?
A little bit, but also I think the risk for the guys is maybe less high than for her. This gun has to be the most expensive shag ever.
Really? How much?
200 to get tested, 250 for the flight, maybe 800.
800 pounds.
What? Bro, how hard is it to just go to the club or some shit? No way.
That's hilarious.
And worth
This is
it?
wild.
Yes, without a doubt.
How are you doing? How's it going so far? How many are we on?
Only 8.
Originally, we had been told we'd be allowed back to film with Lily while she had a break for lunch at 2 p.m. However, we received a text from her PA explaining that they were overrunning and they were going to have to skip lunch.
Sorry, it's Chocker, and anytime she gets a break, it's for a quick shower and eat, and then back to working, so no time to be filming during her breaks.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
How are you feeling?
Damn, what do you think happened to him? Holy.
Hey, sorry, we've got so many people here right now. It's absolute mayhem. I've had like 100 cigarettes. I'm chain smoking through this. I feel like this is going to go on a lot later than we planned. We planned it to end at like 7, but I think it's going to run until like 9, 10 p.m. maybe.
Earlier on the phone, it said 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. when she was like getting changed. I remember I saw it said 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Now it's 7 p.m. Jesus, 10 hours of shots. Hey, 10 hours.
27
Ouch.
p.m. About, I'd say, I think about 70 people through.
After hours of waiting, we tried to get back into the Airbnb. We ended up being delayed by one of her assistant's boyfriends, a close-up magician who had been performing for men in the waiting room.
Close enough to setting up an Xbox.
Lily's PA gave us some more updates and promised us that they were nearly finished.
How far off is she from finishing?
Number 100's just like so patient.
I bet he like pulled up now. He was just late.
All who have like gone home and then they've called us and like, can my friend come? I just told him how sick it was. And they're like, yeah, bring it. Like, send your friend over. No, it's been great for like networking. Like even like guys can speak like, oh yeah, I do this for a living, saying their job. Oh, we need someone that does that. Like, yeah, you can message us back tomorrow. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. But I was like, I should not be an event planner. I actually can't believe we were going to do this without security. They've been
So helpful.
absolute.
You know, I really hate the way the management is doing this. She just said there's no security. There's 100 guys. She's over here saying there's a guy who was like saying, I have a friend. And she's like, yeah, bring your friend. Right? And
No security, but there's a fucking magician.
there's a magician is her boyfriend.
He's the boyfriend.
But this is wild. These people are just exploiting this girl. Like, they're just using her to get rich. Like, I'm sure she makes like a good amount of money off of Lily. And like this manager on setting this thing up, I'm sure she makes a good amount of money to be doing this. But at the same time,
None
she's
of the
like
guys are making anything.
Yeah, none of the
They're
guys are
losing money.
making
They
anything.
spent thousands of dollars getting there just for
But still,
5 minutes.
like these people are exploiting her, bro. They're using her, man. Like, this is wrong. Like, I feel like at some point,
So wrong.
someone
It
has
is.
to like be.
Yeah, no,
be in
every
her life
single
to
one
say
of them's
stop.
got something wrong with them for sure. Like,
So go ahead.
but I'm looking like club, whatever, you know, fucking sleep with somebody, you know, bring them home. Like, it's about the personality, you know. It's like the connection you make with them. I can't just bring anybody home and sleep with them. Like, we have to have some sort of connection, you know, the personality, you know. That's what gets me off, you know, like the personality, right? But spending thousands of dollars just to meet up at this place, willingly knowing that 100 people are tapping the same chick that you're gonna tap that night, spending all that money just for 5 minutes, like something's gotta be fucking really wrong with
Yeah, like that's desperation to a whole new level now.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine how much you have to be gooning to be able to get to this point. Because like at this point, if you're horny like this, just rub one off and move on with your day. But to do this, spend all
like
that
it's
money.
so simple. You just pull up Pornhub, boom, done.
Yeah, 5 minutes, man. Like, you
But
could
to
say-
actually take the action and to spend the money to like be there and a part of this, like, fuck.
And like I even think to myself, you know, like when I look at someone who has like, even like, it doesn't matter if it's guy or girl, if they have like a lot, if they're basically a player, they go from person to person, right? Like this person gets so used to the honeymoon stage of relationship that like I wonder how they'll do once they like face the like hard part of the relationship with someone, once they finally decide they want to settle down, because like they've gone from honeymoon stage to honeymoon stage. They're not used to being with someone in the long term, right? So I wonder how someone like this would like try settle down when this is what they're used
broken.
to.
They're broken.
Yeah, like she is like people.
She's gonna be that way for the rest of her life. She's broken. She can't fucking. You can't undo that.
Yeah, man. Like people like this aren't at the age where they can be like changed or like influenced. Like this is just who they are.
She can't. No. She can't do that.
Even though she say the poor sucker who marries her.
You can't.
Man.
You can't. No, she's gonna be like this the rest of her life, and that's what makes her happy. So whatever. Fucking.
Oh, man. To each their own, bro. To each their own.
To each their own.
It's definitely the busy time of the night. That door is turning into more of a revolving door. There are guys coming in and out of there constantly. They've sent out security guards
So
to
hard
go
to
get her
watch.
snacks and electrolytes and just to keep her sort of functioning.
Oh.
For sure.
So many guys left it really last minute. We were
I wonder why
getting
she hit her
messages to say,
face.
like, "Can we still do it?"
Yeah.
But we had so many people drop out.
Yeah.
So when I was like going, like, yes, can we make it to London today? And a lot of them were like, yeah, that's fine. We were just like scrambling to get guys. So I was outside having a smoke with them all. We were just all talking and getting along, and then we come back in and got the music on live, and it was really nice. There were a couple of guys that Joe messaged me like, oh, I didn't really perform well. Can I come back? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And they've just like come back, redeemed them.
Okay, come on now. Like they're 1,000% exploiting her at this point. Like she's probably encouraging this. Like even remember the earlier she was saying she thinks that like this isn't normal, like this isn't right, but she's definitely being influenced by someone, and I think it's her. Honestly, I think it's her. Like she's telling people to bring her friends, she's telling people to come back for round 2, and I'm sure she had no idea. I'm sure.
Yeah, it can't be her own fucking. It's bigger than what we think.
Yeah,
Or
like
no,
this is wild.
She's walking.
Hold on, before we hear what she has to say, 1,000%. There's someone has to look into this manager, bro. Like that whole section right there did not sit right with me, man. Like,
No.
if someone was like talking like that about me, I mean, I would feel some type of way, regardless of how much money I was making. I would feel some type of way. Like I'd be mad.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
What does it smell like?
Like, brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Oh, the smell.
Holy.
Hey.
Is that real? Yeah, he's not good with smells.
Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated.
It's not for the weak girls, if I'm honest. It was hard.
It's not for anyone.
There's way too many comments I have on this. I don't know where to begin.
I'm interested to read the comments after this, but this is not for anyone. Please don't do this. just please don't try this. No amount of money is worth this. Like the psychological damage. Like this will change you for life. This is like doing meth. Okay, like once you do this, there's no going back. You know, there's no going back to normal after this, right? Nothing will make you happy.
No.
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Did I hear her say? She was like, "Oh, halfway through, I don't even feel like I'm halfway there yet."
Oh yeah, she was like 40, and she was like, "Fuck, I'm not even halfway through." I was like,
imagine trying to. Good luck on you, bro.
I still think about my first threesome to this day. Like, how do you move on from this?
Yeah.
Like, this is insane.
Type of girl. It's very like. It's kind of like being in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like.
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out. Like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely. Sorry. Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, that's enough evidence right there that it's not her choice.
Yeah. I think that moment it came the realization of what just happened.
Yeah.
You know when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before. I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more. I guess the interactions weren't like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you've got to go, and like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard I think having the interactions with them when they're like, well, you're not going to make me finish, I've come all this way, like kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh that's, yeah. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this, and like it just, sometimes you like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal at all. In my head right now I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes it feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you promise something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all. I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards. She had stressed to me throughout my...
Honestly, same. I didn't expect her to be so sad. Like, I feel bad for her, like...
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it was her own obligation to finish that. If she wanted to pull out, you know, and she has the free will to pull out whenever she wanted to. But she, like the way she's talking, it feels like she had a bigger obligation to finish it because she had to.
Yeah.
It wasn't her free will. It was apparently her free will to do this because she wanted to do it. And then parts way through, she like she's crying at the end. She's crying at the end because she was obligated to finish it.
Yeah, she was not happy.
And it was her free will apparently to choose to do this. And if she's feeling like she doesn't want to continue, why did she continue? Why would she continue? Because she was obligated to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the manager was telling her to just keep going. If it comes out later.
Yeah, exactly. If it was her free will, she would have no obligation to finish it. Because she would have stopped when she... Yeah.
It's really sad to see, man. Like, someone just being taken advantage of, and they're being fooled with the illusion of money.
Yeah.
Money is not everything. Like money goes. You make the money back, and then money can disappear just as quickly as you made it. Right? Like also like to the women.
Yeah, that's money is not.
Money's not life.
Gonna obligate her to finish it like that. She's broken from this.
Yeah, man, and like even the money she got from this will not help her.
Yeah, it really feels like something made her do this.
Or someone. I'm thinking the manager.
It wasn't money that obligated her to do this, because...
But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
No way. Oh my god. She was broken after 100 guys? Oh my god. 1,000?
No, that's insane. Like now that's... If this is the reaction from 100, 1,000 she might...
Oh my god.
They shouldn't let her do that, no. They should not let her do that. Please don't let her do that.
With emotion after completing such a monumental challenge. Or maybe we saw the true toll this career can have on a person.
Man, that was some Mr. comments. You just start to disassociate. Babe, that's called your brain and body trying to protect you from trauma. It's true. This is the best anti-porn film I've ever seen. I don't recommend anyone doing porn. The people who make the real money from porn, the same way from rappers to even movies, any form of media, the people that make the real money are the agents, the people in the offices.
Yeah.
The people doing the work ain't the ones making the money. Like, so weird. It's like watching someone commit suicide, but they're still alive. Her soul is crushed, only void left in that body. Like, that's true, man. Like, she seemed like, seeing her tears, like, it genuinely spoke to me. Like, I really felt bad for her at the end, man. Like, that was a lot, man. Like, people don't always realize sex isn't just a physical act. It's an energetic exchange between two people, and porn sexualizing everything has made us forget it's sacred. I really feel for her, because at some point she got the message that her body is her worth, and that's just so not true. I hope she can find herself outside this messed up situation she's in. Like, yeah, also, like, when she was saying that she felt really bad, people came all this way and she couldn't make them come. Like, women, like, any woman watching this, I want you to know that there's men out there who do not need you to take your clothes off for you to feel beautiful or for you to feel noticed or anything. Right? Like, trust me, there's people out there wishing for someone like you, just for you the way you are. It reminds me of this story. Like, we were talking about earlier. I won't say her name for the sake of the video.